He accidentally caused a major disaster when a paint bucket fell directly before the Nazi officer. He thoughtfully placed the bird over there. A law-abiding, timid painter, quietly showcasing its gentle and reserved nature. He was deemed a traitor by the Nazis, due to the pilot beside him. When the pilot attempted to escape, the commander ordered Ulrich's execution, and the pilot was shot. Seeing that death was inevitable, the worker had no choice but to save him. As a local, he skillfully brought the pilot into the apartment. But just as the two were going downstairs, they heard German soldiers searching upstairs. The two seized the opportunity and entered a curious lady's home. Upon learning the British pilot was present and believing that the enemy of my enemy is my friend, the lady decided to close the door. The Germans quickly came to investigate, but the house was filled with the sound of items being smashed. I have successfully closed the window. Everything is now completely okay. The painter, foam covering his face from a partial bath, and the lady acting were all that was visible before soldiers entered the house. The lady's acting was first class, resembling that of real spouses. Amid the chaos, the soldiers completed their search. Just as they were about to leave, a noise suddenly came from the cabinet. The frantic search team left, and the injured pilot was hiding in the elevator shaft outside the kitchen. However, just as the two were about to pull him back, the elevator suddenly began to descend. An elderly man was about to take the elevator up. The woman was very sure that if the elevator stopped at the top floor, this British man would suffocate to death. During guerrilla attacks, Ma activated protective devices, allowing both to safely retrieve the pilot. After the search, soldiers returned empty-handed, but the situation remained unresolved. Especially, Gong wanted to take the pilot home, but the woman rejected his idea because his home was likely occupied by the Germans to confirm her thoughts. So she dialed the phone with special capabilities. Sure enough, Nat received the voice of a German. "Hello, may I ask your name?" "It's not him anymore, right?" "No, this isn't me. At this moment, that's the situation. WWII is unable to go back home as well. Although I genuinely sympathize with WWII's circumstances, the pilot still has more important objectives to accomplish. He needs to rendezvous with the Turkish master and the captain without fear. An injured British man who doesn't speak French would soon be discovered by the enemy." However, faced with the woman's burning gaze, the department decided to meet with the captain on behalf of the pilot. This resolved the pilot's urgent crisis and also earned him the woman's admiration. The captain sports an 8-character tiger, and the street code Mandarin Duck Tea. "Yes, this is a song. Do you know it?" "It's a song?" "Yes." 3, 2, 1. Let us commence this mutually beneficial exchange. I offer my unwavering support and assistance to you, and in return, you extend your kindness and help to me, thereby establishing a balanced and equitable relationship between us. WWII arrived at the Turkish master and stood before Big Black Tiger, a man with a black 8-character beard. "I must serve my country and fulfill my responsibilities with honor. Here we are together, it's just me and you, and then again it's you and me. Oh my goodness, the dynamic we share continues to grow stronger each day, creating unforgettable moments that I deeply cherish and hold close to my heart." Although Husi was matched, it was clear that this was not the person he was searching for. WWII began whistling again, and the captain, who had just dismissed the big bearded man, heard the street code. But at that moment, another person initiated a pairing request to Big Blackbeard. Big Blackbeard thought to himself, "Today I've messed up the lovebirds," and the captain was left even more bewildered. Despite having no prior connection or relationship, you and I, two completely unrelated individuals, somehow managed to end up being paired together successfully in the end. To uncover the truth, the captain hid beneath the weapons and finally understood what these two guys were about. It turned out that the other person who came to make contact was a conductor earlier this morning. While rehearsing, he was intercepted by the German shipping faction searching him. Moments earlier, a British plane mistakenly entered France and was shot down by German forces. The captain and 4 team members had arranged to meet at a Turkish bathhouse. The street code was Mandarin Duck Tea. Afterwards, the 5 parachuted away, with one landing beside the painted area. Another conductor who ended up on the roof of the Paris Opera learned that 2 pilots had already been captured. Additionally, another conductor here, whose rehearsal was interrupted, was furious and said the evening's performance would proceed regardless. Returning to the backstage room, he removed his wig to wash the sweat from his